So, have you seen the new Arcane series? Don't worry, there's no spoilers at all, I promise. But have you ever struggled at drawing their characters? Well, I'll show you how to improve your drawing and shading skills and impress your friends with this quick tutorial. First, all you gotta know is that it's all basic shapes. That's the trick. Once you can start to see these shapes, your portraits will be more accurate. The spheres are in the head and shoulders. The arms are made of cylinders, and the chest is a cube. Even if you hate drawing hands, use this method to make it more simple. Look, with spheres as joints and lines as the bone, you can draw the hand in any direction. Okay, now on to JINX. So if we look at this reference photo, we can see the sphere in her head and shoulders. Her torso is similar to a cube, and her arm is like a cylinder. And you can see this in other characters too. Victor's head has a spherical shape and a cone for the lower part of his face to give him a more villain-like look. Okay, back to the hand. Even with this anime style, you can still use spheres as joints and lines as bones. By putting them together, you can move the hand in any direction you wish. Okay, now on to the body. You can use the same technique for the hands with the whole body to make the figure have movement. Just remember that the Loomis method says the body is 7 heads high in length. I personally find this book by Barske to have great drawings to improve anatomy. Okay, now for the drawing tutorial of JINX. Here are my basic tools and supplies I used for this drawing. First, JINX's torso is 2 heads in length, according to this reference. The head is made up of 2 circles, and from this angle, the sphere at the bottom is a bit more oval. The space between the eyes is 1 eye in length. I've placed a link here for my other video to show how to draw the eyes, nose, and mouth more accurately and step by step. From this angle though, the ears will be placed higher on the head. Use the shape of the head to develop the hair from out of that shape. Get the contours of the hair and the direction. Don't worry about blending just yet. Just get the basic shape. For the shoulders, they are a combination of spheres that you draw lightly and then you connect it. Remember to keep your wrist firm when drawing to get more accurate shapes. For darker hair color, start with the shading before you use the tip of your pencil for individual hairs. If your reference photo is in color, use the black and white filter on your device to change it. This really helps to see the values and contrast, especially when you are shading. If you have found value from this video, please like and subscribe. Blending stumps are really helpful for smoothing out the skin and smaller areas like around the eye. And 6B pencils are great for the darker areas. The kneaded eraser can just pull out some of the highlights just by tapping it. You don't have to rub it away with a kneaded eraser. From this angle, draw JINX's chin a bit shorter than normal. That will keep the illusion of her looking downward. If you're having trouble drawing part of the face, Sometimes drawing the area around it can really help. For smooth shading, use the side of the pencil. This will give you a blanket of tones and minimize streaky lines. Use circular motions for a smooth finish, and you can press a little harder for the darker areas. Blending stumps can be used to shade and draw. For a more 3D look, use the spheres and cylinders as a guide on where to put the tones. If you are afraid to make a mistake, you can use the same blending stump to draw it out before you use the pencil. The blending stump is light enough to erase without leaving traces of lines. Remember we said earlier that the body has a number of spheres? Here the blending stump is following the direction of that shape to make the torso more rounded. The key is to use the blending stump to draw or shade before you use the pencil in these areas to finalize your lines and shadows. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful. For more details on drawing a face, please like, subscribe, and check out this next video where I go through the full-length tutorial